I hear the Starry Night Festival is tonight. Fishing is nice, but do you want to go gaze at the stars with me? Well, Ray, I'm glad to know that looking at stars with me is better than fishing. At least you have your priorities straight. Great! I'll be waiting in the square. See ya! Alright, so hello everybody, and welcome back to Harvest Moon Magical Melody. We got ourselves a date. Which is great, because today is the 24th of winter, which is the Starry Night Festival, the night with the prettiest stars of the year. And it's a romantic festival. It's reoccurring in a lot of different Harvest Moon games, and it's always very, very kind of cute and a little bit solemn and romantic, so that's going to be fun. It is from 6 a.m. right up until 12 a.m., so it's an all-day type festival once again. So once you go and meet your date in the square, that's pretty much it. Your day will pretty much come to an end. Now, there was another storm last night, so I was not able to go and check up on my animals, which is a shame. I also have a buttload of moonstones because I've been using them as gifts. I'm not going to be able to use them today, though, because it's a festival and everything is closed. Alright, so I only did an update a couple of days ago when we got the blue feather, so I'm not going to have a whole lot to say today. Plus, it's a festival day, so a lot of things are closed, and that kind of limits my options. However, one thing that I actually got built just today was a bigger barn. Now, I put it in the wrong place because I'm an idiot, and I destroyed my totally beautiful fence that I had. I meant to move it like over a space, but I wasn't sure where it was to put it. I put it in the wrong place, so now I'm gonna have to rebuild my fence. To me, it just looks really goofy that a portion of it's missing. I guess it doesn't really matter. It kind of matches up with Spring Farm over here, but I'm gonna get that figured out a different day. It's not too important at the moment. And hopefully my animals are okay. I didn't get a chance to feed them, but it looks like they're all doing fine. I can shear my sheep, which I might have to save for tomorrow, just because I don't feel like making the trip back to my house just to go grab my clippers. I really wish they had some sort of shelf in the barn. It would be so much more convenient, but they don't, so I just have to deal with that. So, I'm gonna go ahead and take care of all of the animals first, make sure that all of my chores are done. And with the barn expansion, I can now hold up to 8 animals. Now, you're probably asking why I've done that. I have one of each animal, and, you know, I've made it very clear that I'm not a huge animal person, and there's not really a huge need to have a lot of animals. However, there is a musical note to fill up an entire barn with 8 animals. So that's kind of my plan. When I get enough money, just, you know, when I get to that point where I'm super rich, I'm just gonna go ahead and buy a bunch of animals, put them in my barn, fill it up, get the note, and then I'll probably end up selling the animals back for less money. Just if I'm in a real pinch to get those 80 notes or something like that. My animals are doing well. I'm now able to ride my horse. I left my reins at home, so I'll have to demonstrate that another day so we can start training my horse for the horse festival in spring and fall, and hopefully I'll be able to get that note as well. And there is a note to use a miracle potion and have a baby animal in the barn as well. So I am hoping to have at least one baby animal, get that note, and then fill the rest of the barn up and have a big thing of animals at some point. Really haven't done a lot with my chickens, but I do plan on having another one, so I'm going to go ahead and throw that egg in the incubator. Right now I'm mainly just using the eggs as gifts. I haven't really been using them for profit in actually a really long time. I've been giving the eggs to Blue and Carl and Katie sometimes and Gwen sometimes if I don't have another gift for them, which is working out pretty well. So It's not too big of a deal because I'm getting a lot of profit from my cow, and the chickens don't give you very much profit to begin with anyways. I'm also an idiot and forgot to milk my cow, so I'm going to do that real quick like. And then I think it's pretty much time to head to the festival. I could do a bunch of other stuff like go mining and such and so forth, but I don't really feel like doing that and wasting all of your time. So that's that. I guess what I could do is drop by my house, make a quick save, go to the festival, and then after the festival is done, I can shut off the system, reload my save. That's what I did one of the previous festivals. So that way, I don't waste your guys' time, but I don't waste my time either. Just because there was a storm yesterday, I haven't made any money in almost 2 days if I do nothing today, so that's probably what I'll end up doing. I'll just have to re-watch the festival, which is okay. So Ray is going to meet us in the square, so we should go and meet him. And we can go on our hot date. When he shows up, of course, because the person you're showing up to meet is always late. Or later than you. Maybe you're just early. I don't know. But your character always looks so disappointed. They're pacing back and forth, crossing their arms, shaking their head. Luckily, it doesn't take them too long to show up. So here we go. Ray looks awfully embarrassed. But he's a shy guy. Probably doesn't know what to say to a girl, unless it's talking about fishing, of course. And this one takes place at the point as well. This is where a lot of the romantic festivals take place. And it looks very nice with all of the snow. That would probably be a very nice sight. People in the past learned a lot from the movement and location of stars. It's amazing that they were able to track all these tiny lights. Aw, isn't that cute? And we get a note for that, the Starlight note. A note of remembrance for seeing the most beautiful night sky of the year with a special person. I really like that festival because it's actually romantic. They actually show the characters kissing and it's really quite intimate. And they don't really do that in a lot of Harvest Moon games. They kind of, keep that stuff on the down low. So it's kind of interesting to see that, even if it is a very, very short festival with not a lot of words or anything. No romantic on your knees pieces of poetry or anything. But anyways, with that note, we now have 58 out of 100, and our note page is looking quite colorful. We have a very large range of notes, although we seem to have huge holes. I'm only missing a couple on the top row, so I almost have a full row completed, and hopefully in the next few months I can get a couple of more notes and make this thing look even more completed, which would be awesome. So that's that. As far as I know, you don't get a heart or anything like that for attending the festival. It's just going to be the person who has the most amount of hearts for you will come to your door and ask you the day of the festival. Once it's done, it's going to automatically fast forward to midnight, and you don't need to do anything special for the festival. You don't need to bring an item to drop into the town's box or anything like that. So You just need to walk out your front door in the morning. Hopefully your date shows up, and then you can go to the festival whenever you please. So that's going to be it. There is 5 more days in winter, and we have another festival coming up on the 30th. So I'm going to play for a couple more days, finish up winter, and then we will be back into year 2. Thank you so very much for watching, everybody. I hope that you enjoyed, and hopefully I will be seeing you next time.